And good Tuesday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you on Southeast Texas Express. We're coming to you live from our Roku studio, or our weather studio, rather, on the 5th floor of the Wellness Center building, right next door to Christus St. Elizabeth here in Beaumont. We're looking south. I finally got at least a couple of the cameras back up and running. I know I've been making excuse after excuse after excuse over the last couple of 3 months, but I am doing most everything on my own. I do have some big help from a select group of people. However, when I'm in here doing these, I'm by myself. And so it's been taking a while to get everything back up and running, but I'm telling you, whenever this is running on 8 cylinders, it is going to be the absolute nicest studio that you could possibly imagine. And we're going to have an invite for all of you guys to come up and see it. But again, I digress. Not really that it makes much difference, because we're going to see an A-OK day today. We're looking at our hospital tower camera, which looks south from our studio vantage point, okay? That's the hospital tower camera. Let's see if I got this one right. This is looking at East Tex Freeway, which shifts our view toward the west. And you can see right now, the skies are mostly clear. Actually a little overcast. Nevertheless, no problems on East Tex Freeway at all. And I do have our helipad camera back up and running, which again, if you've watched me for any amount of time, that's our favorite. I love whenever we're able to see the airship coming in and going and doing some of the work over the course of the day. Currently, 80 degrees to begin our morning off at 20 minutes after 8 o'clock. 81% on our humidity reading. Skies are clear. We're at 30.05 inches on the barometric pressure. And right now, barely seeing anything in the form of wind, and I don't think this is going to be sustainable, maybe west, but north-northwest winds being recorded at 3 miles per hour. And I say all of that to say this, and that is all of the instruments that you see, or the readings that you're seeing here, come from all of our gauges that are here. It's not piped in from another location. These are all real-time measurements that we're looking at. Close to 95 for a high today under partly cloudy skies as the day progresses. I'm really looking at, although some models are looking at a little chance for rain returning on Wednesday and Thursday, it is going to be iffy at best if we see moisture coming about due to high pressure and the very slow progress of a frontal system well north of us. Still have those flood warnings in effect for portions of the waterways right here in southeast Texas. Take a look at our regional satellite and radar. Lots of activity going on. Dallas, south of Oklahoma City, in through Midland, south of Lubbock, even on the outskirts of El Paso. All along that boundary that's really going to be dictating our weather for the rest of the week and determining the potential for at least a weak tropical system to be developing around the Florida Gulf Coast. We'll show you that here in just a little bit, but we do have some good moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, from Brownsville all the way to south of San Antonio as we speak. We switch over and show you our X-Rad Doppler radar, which is provided by Sam Trevino and the gang at Roofing 911. Things are rain-free here, obviously, with mostly clear skies, and really not anticipating anything as far as rain for today. 80 here at our studios at the Jack Brooks Airport. We're looking at 78, 83 if you're down at Galveston Island under partly cloudy skies. Houston's checking in at 79, 83 in Orange. Jasper under sunny conditions. They're looking at 75. Always, I guess, I take it for granted that you automatically know. If you're on Facebook this morning, make sure that you log in. Join me in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching the broadcast from, and let me know, how the weather is unfolding at your location. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, looking at our surface map across the continental U.S., and it seems to be that most of the rest of the lower 48 are what's making headlines weather-wise because of the extreme heat going on well north of us. And again, one lone boundary that's really affecting a lot of the continental U.S. High pressure still dominating 2/3 of the lower 48 with the conditions ahead of that front. Lots of moisture, instability in certain spots, and certainly, at least leading up to today, some very warm temperatures for certain spots in the Northeast. But we're really back to normal as far as temperatures so far. New York, checking in right now, 75, 82 in D.C. We're at 80 in Raleigh, North Carolina. Kansas City checks in at a nice 69 degrees, 63 in Denver. Nice there. Reno, too, 65. L.A. at 62. And San Antonio checks in at 74, whereas our expected temperature later on today, expected to get up to the upper 80s for New York. Boston at 86. We're expected to get up to 95 in Dallas. And again, as we saw on our current conditions, some rain and even some possible thunderstorms going on there too. Let's touch tropics because we do have an area of disturbed weather that could potentially become tropical during the next 7 days. But again, it's a lot of weight with it. However, the dynamics of everything are stacking up. You know, I mentioned that frontal boundary not only determining our immediate weather here in southeast Texas, but also tropical. This is why. That front is expected to move south as the week progresses and really sort of stall. And as it does, area of low pressure that could develop ahead of it could be interacting with available moisture and instability down along the Florida Gulf Coast and giving us at least an opportunity to see something maybe in the next 7 days, but it's only has a 30% probability of becoming tropical during the next 7 days. So we'll certainly be watching that for you and posting. Closer to home, again, it is going to be a nice quiet day today, although warm, mid-90s. There's that front, as we were talking about, sort of stalls out right now by the afternoon hours. Arclitex certainly seeing the effects of the front, or at least the direct approach of that front. And then again, this time tomorrow, we're going to be looking at the front still well north of us, even 48 hours from now, not a lot of progress. So again, it's going to be closer toward the weekend where that front is actually right along the coast. And again, could be providing an area of low pressure that might spark off some showers along the Gulf Coast of Florida. So we'll certainly watch that. Yesterday, though, peaked at 92. We're back home, by the way, 92 and 74, the high and low for yesterday. Look at our normal high, where we're supposed to be, right there, okay? Our record high of 100 right at 100 was set back in 1954, 63 the low record in 1958. And of course, no rain. We're still 3.41 inches above what we're supposed to have for this time of the year. Sabine Pass records 2 high tides, 2 low tides, all of this at the jetty. We've got the times there for you. Sun was up as of 6:18 this morning. Sun was setting as of 8:21. Here's our forecast today, brought to you by Wave Solutions. Mostly sunny, partly cloudy at times. We're looking at high 92, maybe even 95 areas north of I-10. Winds out of the west, barely blowing 5 miles per hour. A few clouds continue to migrate through the area tonight. Lows down to 73. Here's our extended outlook brought to you by Top Deck Flooring. Again, a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day today. Turning actually partly cloudy to mostly sunny tomorrow as well. I'm not going to put a lot of weight with rain for Wednesday or Thursday, although again, we'll regroup right this afternoon and take a look at how things are going to be flushing out. Now, again, a lot of people have the upcoming holiday off. Independence Day on our Friday this go around. As of right now, looks to be partly cloudy, mid-90s. So if you've got fireworks shows or whatever, you might be barbecuing, you might be spinning it up at Rayburn Country, maybe down at Crystal Beach, whatever the case may be. Looks like the weather's going to participate A-OK. We do have a little rain chance Sunday and Monday. I've got 20 and 40% coverage respectively for Sunday and Monday, but again, Not anything that we're going to be crying over. Certainly not for the upcoming holiday. Be safe, no matter what it is. Again, want to remind everybody, if you're on Facebook, join me in the comment section. I do want to remind you, too, to download our app on your mobile phone. Go to Google Play or the App Store. Download Southeast Texas Express. Looks like that right there. The icon there. And it's free. You'll have 2 great radio stations and our Roku television output. It's all right there on your phone, and it's just a great app to have. The radio stations, I think, are well, not that I think, I know they're the absolute best mix of music that you're going to hear on Southeast Texas Express. We're doing greatest hits of all time. We do play a mix of everything. And on our second station, we've got it's called Classic Country Express. It's the 3rd button on the top row that we're going to make a really big announcement on July 4th. Going to be excited about it. But again, download it on your phone. Make sure if you're on Facebook that you tell all of your friends and coworkers that to like and follow the page. It really helps me out. I have a lot of people that always ask me, how can we help? How can we do something that supports? That is the absolute best way. So check it out. Let's say good morning real quick to Rachel Mayo. Rachel has caught up with us many times in the past. So this might be the first that we've seen her in a while. So Rachel, I appreciate it very, very much. She says, good morning from sunny Mauriceville, and I appreciate it. Now, I'm going to put this up, and if you can translate what she's saying, I know what it says, and most of us all know. This is my good friend, Peggy Simon. Peggy and her wonderful husband, Norris, are huge advocates of our Cajun show, and I say our Cajun show. Actually, they're huge advocates of the Cajun way of life, and they live that. And of course, she says, "Merci beaucoup, mon ami." Thank you very much, my love, my friend, and I appreciate it very much. Peggy, you and hubby need to come up and visit me because you have to see the studio. So let him know, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to have to call his buddy, the doctor, and get him to tell on him. All right? Tell him good morning, Peggy. Appreciate it. And it wouldn't be a morning at Southeast Texas Express without saying good morning from this guy here. He was with us, I think, the very, very first time I was on, and he keeps me in line, actually, whether he understands it or not. Brian Peavy, good morning from Beaumont. Everyone have a great and a safe day. Brian, we appreciate it. If you get up and around, come on by and see us here at the studio. Again, coming to you live from our weather studio here at Christus, Southeast Texas. I'm meteorologist Dana Melancon. I appreciate everyone that joins us on our Facebook broadcast or Roku. Remind you, if anything changes, we'll certainly be updating you right here on our Facebook page and on Roku. If not, we'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. Everyone have a great rest of your Tuesday.